Welcome to a new reading, my lovelies. This is Dr. V. Whether you are new to this channel or already a beloved member of this family, I want to give you a big virtual hug and tell you how grateful I am to have you here. And thank you so much for the wonderful feedback on the Fun Friday reading. I got so many great messages. I think it also sparked a lot of great conversations between all of you, which is just great. So thank you for all of your loving messages, emails, comments. I mean, it just means the world to me. So if you are new to this channel, let me tell you quickly what we do here. Number one, we help to give you divine guidance from Spirit to help you to either unite, reunite, or just to better connect with that special person, that person that you love, whether you call them a twin flame, a soulmate, an immortal beloved. It really doesn't matter. The labels don't matter. All we care about is how we feel, how we connect, and what we want from this journey to love. And the second thing we do here is to give you inspiration and support to raise your vibration and step into your greatness every single day, because it is from that vantage point that you are going to attract and manifest all of the love that you want from your beloved, from your divine masculine or divine feminine. And that is the vantage point from which you are going to manifest all great things that you want in your life. So that's what we do here. And if that resonates with you, make sure that you subscribe, like, and share, because we really want to spread our message. We really want to build this family, and I can't do it without your help. You guys are the most loving and supportive bunch of people, great souls, global family on YouTube. Now, today's reading, we are going to go in deep, as we always do, on the divine masculine and the divine feminine. So, as always, I have pre-shuffled all of my decks, including these 3 oracle decks that I've created for all of you specifically on this journey to love. So let's get right into our reading. Spirit, can you please tell us, how does the divine masculine think and feel about his feminine today? How is the divine masculine thinking and feeling about his feminine today? Interesting energies coming up here. How is the divine masculine? Oh, that's lovely. Thinking and feeling about his feminine today. Okay, so what I'm feeling here is that he is missing you. He is deeply missing the kind of contact that he used to have with you. So I'm feeling that this has a lot to do with many of you who are in some sort of an emotional roller coaster with your masculine, a lot of ups and downs. You might have had a lot of misunderstandings lately. You might even have stopped speaking to each other for short periods of time, right? Where you kind of are and then you're not, and you are and then you're not, and you're not quite sure what the next turn is going to be. But I feel like within that process, your masculine is really deeply missing you. This 4 of Cups is about stagnant emotional energy. Like he's feeling like he has come to a standstill when it comes to his emotions. He feels like he doesn't have an outlet anymore, that it's almost like things have gone, or things have become so complicated that his emotions have hit like a brick wall, where it's almost like he feels like he's banging his head against the wall because he hasn't been able to figure out the pathway out of this. Like, how is he going to or what can he personally do to clear this negativity between the two of you? You know, because I feel like he feels like there is some sort of an obstruction, and I feel like it's coming through to me like almost like a wall. Like it's like there's this. He feels like there's somehow a solid wall has been erected between the two of you. And it feels very impenetrable. Like it feels like it is so solid that it is extremely difficult to get through that wall. And that is why he is feeling such an emotional loss. See, look at this person. See how forlorn they are. See how sad and depressed and lonely they are. This is what the masculine is feeling right now. He misses you dearly. Like he misses actually being able to physically spend time with you. I feel like many of you are in a position where you are not geographically together with your masculine, as in you may live in different homes at this time or different locations at this time. Some of you are in different cities. Some of you are even in different countries. And so I feel like he is feeling very lonely. For those of you who are in that position, your masculine is feeling even lonelier because there's a tremendous amount of distance. And now that distance, along with whatever the complications have been in your relationship, are creating that wall. And he feels like it is really very almost like, how am I going to bring this wall down? Because he feels like if he doesn't act soon, if he doesn't do something about it soon, then that wall is only going to get bigger. So I feel like the other aspect of this is that it is very much affecting his own self-worth. It's affecting his self-esteem and his confidence, because see, this balancing act card is all about how sometimes even when you love each other so much, sometimes we take people for granted. And that's the other energy that's coming through very strongly for me right now, is that your masculine took you for granted, that he didn't understand that even when there is a tremendous amount of love between two people and there's a lot of deep connection between them, even then you're always walking a thin line, as in you have to really look out for each other's hearts. You can't just expect or think that because she loves me, right? He can't just think that, oh, because she definitely loves me, now I'm free to just do whatever I want. Like, it's never going to go away. It's not something I need to nurture. It's not something that I need to constantly work on. You know, it is a balancing act, right? That's why this card is so important, because I feel like it's the energy of understanding that all relationships, all connections are sensitive, right? We all have deep feelings. As human beings, we feel very deeply. We are hurt. You know, some of us are better at showing our toughness than others, which is fine. But we are very much susceptible to being hurt and heartbroken by those that we love. And they have to realize that they need to be sensitive to that. And so do we, right? It's a 50-50 equal issue. So I feel like your masculine feels like he tried to balance this with he tried to balance his connection with you with all of his other obligations or other things in his life that were pulling him in a different direction, but it became this big balancing act. And within that balancing act, it's like he somehow lost the balance and he just fell over. Like he fell, you know, see, like this, you have this, this ship here going on this tightrope. That's what it feels like. So I feel like in the fact that he wasn't able to maintain this high level of communication with you, because I'm feeling like somewhere the communication broke down, where it became either no communication or very difficult communication. And that's where that wall came from. And what it did was it has affected his self-worth. It's made him feel like he's not worthy. It's made him feel like he, you know, really dropped the ball on this. Like he really failed in a way that he never saw coming, or he didn't anticipate failing. And so what he's looking for right now when it comes to you, feminine, is all of these these are actually good energies here. He's looking for a shift. And this is a good thing, because the Wheel of Fortune is actually a very positive card for that shift, right? He's looking for ending this cycle. He's looking for the way in which that wall that he feels that is so solid between the two of you can come down. And the only way to do that is this kind of a karmic shift. Like when you're in a bad karmic phase, where things are going wrong more than they're going right, and you feel like whenever you have the opportunity to take action, it has not gone in your favor. See, this Eight of Wands is about your masculine's desire to take action that is effective. He feels like the action that he's taken so far has led him down the wrong path with you, as in those actions always backfired. They blew up in his face, you know, and because they blew up in his face, he lost his self-esteem. He lost a lot of confidence when it comes to you, your connection, your love together. And so now he's looking for action that is going to yield fast and positive results. And that's why he got this Eight of Wands and the Wheel together, because he's tired of this rut. I feel like he has been in an emotional rut, and so have you. I feel like this is a mirroring energy between the two of you. This wall has brought an emotional rut, and it's almost like you're just both stuck in the mud and you can't get out. And so that's why he's looking for a shift in the energy. He's looking for what actions can he take? What words can he say to you? How can he communicate with you, feminine, in a way that's finally going to bring a fresh start with some very quick and positive results. Okay, he doesn't want to waste time anymore. This is all about, look, can we start over? Is there any way that we can press this reset button and get on with it? I feel like there's no more time to waste. We don't want to dilly-dally. We don't want to be stuck in this mud anymore. So let's simplify. And this is a wonderful energy here. Traveling lightly. Simplify your life. Isn't this wonderful? I feel like part of this energy, which is so positive for him, is that I think he is also reconsidering those aspects of his life that are bringing him down, that are distracting him from you and the love and connection that he wants. So part of what he is also engaging in with this fresh start, feminine, is to start simplifying things. Maybe he is planning to, really get prioritized on who can be in his life and who can't. Maybe he is starting to look at those people in his life or other relationships or situations that are toxic, and he is going to drop them like hot potatoes, as in he needs to just start traveling lightly and start simplifying and putting his priorities where they are most important. And I really like the fact that you also have this traveling card, because remember we said that many of you are literally living in different geographical places. So I feel like this traveling right now, even though travel is not even really possible, I feel like he is preparing himself for when that is possible, like when he can physically be with you, emotionally be with you, geographically be with you. And by that time, when it is that union is coming, he wants to travel lightly, as in he wants to let go of his emotional baggage, his physical baggage, toxic other situations, toxic other relationships, and he wants to come to you with simplicity, just his love, and offer just himself. Isn't that so amazing? I love that. I love that. Okay, so let's pause here for the affirmation of the day. So today's affirmation is all about all of you remembering how powerful you really are, because again, with everything that is going on in the world, it's very easy for us to feel powerless, right? It's very easy to kind of get into that hopeless state because there's so much going on that we don't have power over. So today I want you to focus on what is it that you do have power over. What aspect of your life do you have 100% power over? Your energy, your vibration, right? Your mindset, how you think. Do you think positively or do you think negatively? Your fighting spirit, right? How much determination do you have? How much persistence do you have? There's so much that is in your power. Taking good care of your health, your emotions, your body, your mind. It's limitless. You could sit down and make a list of the things that are in your power. And I suggest you do that because it will make you feel so much better. So today's affirmation is, I'm a master creator. I'm a master creator. I want you to write that in the comment box below and literally live it in your life every day. You're going to need that strength. You're going to need that energy until this global pandemic is over, right? So know, believe that you are a master creator regardless of what is going on in this world. Okay? All right. I love that. I'm going to do it myself. Okay, so Spirit, can you please tell us, what does the masculine need to understand about his feminine? Okay, where is he not seeing, aspects of you, feminine, that he is misunderstanding? Where are the gaps in which he is not seeing? Okay, what does he need to better understand about his feminine? What does the divine masculine need to better understand about you, feminine? Where are the gaps in his perspective? Where are the misunderstandings that might be causing that wall to be coming up between the two of you? Oh, isn't that lovely? Wow, these are really lovely energies coming through. Wow. Okay, so what I'm seeing here is that one of the things that your masculine, I think, has not fully understood about you, feminine, is that you tend to feel sometimes more stress and overwhelm than you let on. As in, there's something very strong and spirited in you, feminine, where it's like you have this determination that you want to be a very strong and powerful feminine, and that's a wonderful thing. And you try your best to deal with your stuff as much as you can. I don't feel that you ever want to be an emotional burden on anybody else. I feel like you are very big on being emotionally independent as much as possible, right? You're not coming from that sense of neediness or, desperation or wanting something from him. I feel like what you truly want is an equal 50-50 give and take, nurturing, a loving relationship with somebody who is your best friend and your lover, both. So you have each other's back. You support each other completely. So I think the thing that your masculine is not understanding is that in that pursuit that you have of being a very strong and powerful feminine, you tend to sometimes hide that you are stressed by certain things, or that if you are you're struggling with something in your life, or you are feeling overwhelmed or worrying about something, you sometimes hide that and you don't let him know. And so he just assumes everything's okay, because sometimes masculine energy is like that. They kind of need to be, hit over the head, and you have to kind of be blunt with them. Like, if you're subtle about it, you're not going to get the support that you want. Like, if you're looking for support, but you're subtle about it and you don't say, hey, look, can you stop what you're doing and listen to what I'm saying, because I need to tell you that I'm stressed out about this, or I need to tell you that I'm really worried about this. And then he will understand, but he's not seeing that. He's not seeing the subtlety. So I feel like sometimes you are silently suffering, feminine. You are silently suffering. You're not opening up to him and letting him know what your concerns are, what your feelings are. So masculine, you need to be aware of that about your feminine. See, this flying card is your feminine's desire to fly with you. And this is really about perspective. So it's about like being able to rise above challenges, fears, concerns, and worries together. She wants to fly high with you above these obstacles. She wants to be able to be in partnership with you, where she feels that she can lean on you when she's having a hard time, and that maybe she doesn't have to say it so bluntly. Maybe you could pick up on those signals and help her, and support her, just because you can feel that there is something going on vibrationally, energetically, and that way you can make her feel that, no, we're in this together. We are going to soar together over our obstacles, over our challenges. So that's one thing that you masculine need to understand about your feminine. The other thing is this: your feminine wants you to freely choose her. So see, this, I feel like this is a message for you if you are in some form of a karmic or third-party situation. Now, I know there are so many different situations out there, so some of you may be still stuck in that situation where your masculine or you both are in some sort of a third-party situation, or some of you are in situations where your masculine or you have left that situation, but there's a lingering energy. There's an influence from another person. That person is still kind of holding on, or they're still trying to insert themselves into your lives. They're still bothering you. They're still harassing you or your masculine in some way, and they're trying to influence or control you or your masculine in some way. So what the masculine needs to understand here is that you want a real commitment. Okay, so the Hierophant is all about putting your money where your mouth is, masculine. I know that's blunt, but okay, that's the only way I can say it. It's like your feminine doesn't want to hear any more false promises. Okay, if you've been giving her fake promises, not that you mean it to be fake, but as in like you give her promises with the best intentions even, but then you keep delaying the union, you keep delaying the progress. She wants to see progress. Okay, Six of Wands is about wanting to move forward and gain some victory, gain some ground in whatever battle it is that you are fighting at the moment together. Whether it's the battle to come together because there have been so many obstacles, there have been so many walls between you, as we've been seeing throughout this reading. Your feminine wants to see some positive progress. She wants to see movement. She literally wants to see you put your money where your mouth is, as in no more pretty words, no more nice sentiments, no more nice promises. She wants real action. She wants you to choose her. She wants you to exercise your free will so that a change can come about, because this Fall card is all about change and transformation. It's like she is not happy with the state of this connection the way it is, and neither are you, masculine. So if you want this change, it's time for you to shout to the heavens, as in embrace your enthusiasm, embrace your passion, and make it public, make it known. Okay, no more loving in the dark, no more love in the dark, love behind behind the curtains, no more secret love, right? She wants you to make her the main woman of your life, as in give her all of the respect, all of the care, and make your promises come true, because she deserves to have you really in her life, and to be acknowledged by the world. Again, the Hierophant is about the ways in which we make commitments in front of society, in front of our family, our community, our friends, and even the government, because it is also the card of marriage. So your feminine wants you to make a formal commitment. She wants you to stop any of this delaying, any of this constant, like it's going to take some time, I can't do it now, blah, blah, blah. No more excuses. She wants to see real progress. So that's something that you have to also understand about your feminine. Wow. Okay, so then, Spirit, can you please tell us, what would the masculine say to his feminine from his highest, deepest self, if he could? What would the masculine say to his feminine from his highest secret self? So look at this, from his highest, deepest self. Oh, sorry, that was a... that was a binary. Highest self and deepest soul. It was like a fairy tale when we met. I found safety in the silence between us. So see, this is, I'm telling you, there has been definitely some of that wall, radio silent, too much of an obstacle, and because I feel like for some of you, he may have been making those kind of promises, or he may have not followed through on some of the promises that he made. It's like he's gone back into silence, because it's almost like if he makes a promise, he can't really make it come true. And if he doesn't say anything at all, then that's also upsetting, as in, right? So it's almost like that's where that Four of Cups energy comes from, where it's just become a standstill, right? That with that wall between the two of you. So being apart has been more difficult than I can accept. You are my sanctuary. You were the only person I could confide in, and I betrayed your trust. So definitely these are messages for those of you who are been going through those ups and downs, those roller coasters, right? Maybe in some sort of separation. Just know that your masculine is definitely hurting. That's why he's in that Four of Cups. That's why he's trying to figure out how can he, get out of this rut. This is a rut of pain. This is a rut of the separation, right? This is the same energy here with this Four of Cups. So if you feel that you don't think that it's been difficult for him and he's putting up a brave or tough front, well, just know this, he is equally in pain. But he almost feels like no matter what he says and does, it hasn't been working out because there are just certain promises that he hasn't been able to keep. So Spirit, can you please tell us what is some advice that you have for the masculine as he moves forward? What can the masculine do here to make things better with his feminine? What does the masculine need to do? Look at this magical gateway. Okay, so this is advice for the masculine, and then we're going to pull one more card for advice for the feminine. It takes courage and trust to venture into the unknown, yet this is where the greatest rewards are. It's time to step boldly forward without looking back. Oh, I love this. Okay, so what could be a better message here for the masculine than he needs to get off his Four of Cups butt, right? And move boldly forward if he wants to regain that trust, right? Regain that love, that connection that has been really on very unsolid ground lately, right? So, but this is wonderful because this is about him getting out again with that, sitting on your butt energy, going through this gateway, this magical gateway with his courage, stepping up into this Eight of Wands. But what we've already seen, which is really wonderful, is that that's exactly what he wants to do. He already got this before. So now it's a matter of him finally choosing to walk through this gateway, choosing to walk through this door, because he has realized, like, he does know what is going on, and he does want this to end quickly. He wants the misunderstandings, the roller coaster, all of this stuff to end quickly. So now it's about time that he move forward and take some action. Okay, so what about for the divine feminine? What is some advice for you as you move forward? Temptation. Are you in denial about an unhealthy habit, perhaps one that makes you feel guilty? This fairy says you have the power to overcome temptation, whatever its guise. Okay, so I feel like this has to do, feminine, with standing your ground as well. So if you're in any kind of situation where you feel that your masculine has been taking advantage, he may have been making some promises that he can't keep. And if you feel that this has gone on too long, then you know what? You have every right to walk away. There's nothing saying that you have to stay in a situation where you're not getting what you want. Okay, so I feel like this is a special message for those of you who have been tempted to stay no matter what, especially if you feel that your masculine has not come through for you, right? So I think this is a message, a really special message from Spirit, telling you to think about it. Okay, if you're in that position, definitely think about what is right for you. Look at what is the most important thing for your happiness, your peace, and your joy. Okay, so if you'd like to have a private reading with me, the link to that is in the box below, as well as the link to all of these oracle decks that I have created especially for all of you who are on this journey to love. So you know how much I love you, you know how much I believe in you, and I will see you all on the next video.